You are standing at the base of a towering mountain. The peak is hidden in the clouds, obscured from view. The path ahead is steep, treacherous, and filled with obstacles. Mountain is your life, and the climb to the top represents your journey to success and self-improvement. The greatest obstacle you will face on this climb is not the rugged terrain or the harsh weather. It's not the lack of equipment or the absence of a guide. The greatest obstacle you will face is yourself. We all have two selves battling within us. There is the self that wants to stay in bed, hit the snooze button, and take the easy road. And then there's the self that yearns for greatness, that's willing to wake up at dawn, face challenges head on, and push beyond limits. The question is, which self will you let win? Conquering yourself is not about destroying that part of you that seeks comfort. It's about harnessing it, redirecting it, and using it as fuel for your journey. It's about understanding that true comfort, true satisfaction comes not from avoiding challenges, but from overcoming them. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young athlete who dreamed of winning Olympic gold. Every morning, his alarm would go off at 4 a.m. for training. Every morning, a battle would rage in his mind. The voice of comfort would whisper just 5 more minutes. You trained hard yesterday. You deserve a break. But the voice of ambition would counter, champions are made when no one is watching. Get up. For years, this battle continued. Some days, comfort won, but more often than not, ambition prevailed. And you know what? It wasn't about the physical training. It was about training his mind to choose discomfort for a greater purpose. When he finally stood on that Olympic podium, gold medal around his neck, he realized he had won more than a race. He had conquered himself. This, my friends, is the essence of Conquer Yourself to Rebuild. It's about recognizing that the path to success, to fulfillment, to becoming the best version of yourself, starts with winning the inner battle. It starts with choosing growth over comfort, progress over stagnation, and action over excuses. Now, you might be thinking, that's easier said than done. And you are absolutely right. Conquering yourself is the hardest battle you will ever fight, but it's also the most rewarding, because when you learn to master yourself, you gain the power to master your life. So how to begin this journey of self-conquest? It starts with awareness. You need to become acutely aware of your thoughts, your habits, your reactions. Pay attention to that inner dialogue. When faced with a challenge, what's your first instinct? To shrink away or to stand tall? Next, it's about making conscious choices. Every time you are faced with a decision, whether to wake up early or sleep in, whether to stick to your diet or indulge in that tempting dessert, whether to speak up in that meeting or stay silent, remind yourself this is a battle. This is your chance to conquer yourself. Don't beat yourself up when you falter. Self-conquest is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about winning more battles than you lose and learning from every defeat. Remember, even the mightiest warriors have scars. Your setbacks are not failures. They are lessons. They are opportunities to understand yourself better, to refine your strategies, to come back stronger. Conquering yourself is not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. The end is rebuilding yourself into the person you aspire to be. It's about taking control of your life's blueprint and constructing the masterpiece you envision. Imagine you are an architect and your life is the building you are designing. Conquering yourself gives you the tools and the clear mind to draft that blueprint. Rebuilding is about laying each brick one by one with purpose and precision. Start with your foundation. What are your core values? What principles do you want to live by? These aren't just lofty ideals. They are the bedrock upon which you will build everything else. Maybe it's integrity, perseverance, compassion, or excellence. Define these for yourself and let them guide your actions. Next, consider the pillars of your life. These are the major areas that support your overall well-being and success. Typically, they include 1. Physical health. 2. Mental and emotional well-being. 3. Relationships. 4. Career and financial stability. 5. Personal growth and learning. 6. Spiritual or philosophical alignment. Each of these pillars needs attention and care. Neglect one, and the entire structure becomes unstable. But here is where self-conquest comes into play. Building these pillars often requires us to do things we don't always feel like doing. Taking care of your physical health might mean choosing a salad over a burger or hitting the gym when you'd rather watch TV. Nurturing relationships might require you to have difficult conversations or make time for others when your schedule is already packed. Advancing in your career might mean taking on additional responsibilities or investing time in learning new skills. Each of these choices is a battle. Each is an opportunity to conquer the part of yourself that resists growth and change. And each victory, no matter how small, contributes to rebuilding a stronger, better you. But remember, rebuilding is not about reaching a final perfect state. Life is dynamic and so are you. The process of conquering yourself and rebuilding is ongoing. It's a lifelong journey of growth and refinement. Think of it like tending a garden. You don't plant seeds once and expect a beautiful, thriving garden forever. You need to water, prune, fertilize, and sometimes even replant. Your life yourself requires the same constant care and attention. Now, some practical strategies for conquering yourself and rebuilding your life. The first step in conquering yourself is knowing what you are fighting for. Set goals that excite you, that pull you forward. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound smart. But more than that, they should ignite a fire within you. Write these goals down. Put them somewhere you can see them every day. Let them be the first thing you see when you wake up and the last thing you see before you go to sleep. Make them so much a part of your consciousness that they become like a magnetic force pulling you towards them. Habits are the building blocks of your life. They are the small, daily actions that over time shape who you become. Identify the habits that are holding you back and replace them with habits that propel you forward. If you want to become an early riser, don't immediately try to wake up at 5 If you are used to waking at 9, start by setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Once that becomes comfortable, set it another 15 minutes earlier. Small, consistent steps lead to significant changes over time. Your mind is your most powerful tool, but it can also be your worst enemy. Learn to master it. Practice mindfulness and meditation. These aren't just New Age fads. They're scientifically proven techniques for improving focus, reducing stress, and gaining control over your thoughts and emotions. Cultivate positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters. Replace self-defeating thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of "I can't do this," say "This is challenging, but I'm capable of figuring it out." Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Make discomfort your friend. Regularly do things that challenge you, that make you a little nervous. Speak up in meetings if you are usually quiet. Take on a project that stretches your abilities. Ask that person out on a date. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in the face of fear. Each time you push through discomfort, you are conquering a part of yourself that wants to play it safe. The world is constantly changing, and so should you. Commit to lifelong learning. Read books, take courses, attend seminars, seek out mentors. Be curious about everything. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to know, and this humility is crucial for continuous growth. Make learning a daily habit, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. Consistently feeding your mind with new information and ideas will compound over time, leading to significant personal growth. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of self-conquest. It's the ability to make yourself do what you know you should do, whether you feel like it or not. Start by making your bed every morning. It's a small act, but it sets the tone for the day. It's a tiny victory. First thing in the morning. Then move on to bigger challenges. Stick to a budget. Follow through on your commitments, even when it's inconvenient. Do what you say you're going to do, especially when you don't feel like it. Each act of self-discipline is a victory in the battle of self-conquest. Life will throw curveballs at you. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and failures. The key is not to avoid these, but to develop the resilience to bounce back from them. View every setback as a setup for a comeback. Develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. See challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, not as threats to your self-image. No man is an island. While the journey of self-conquest is deeply personal, don't make the mistake of thinking you have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, who challenge you to be better. Be willing to let go of relationships that hold you back. This does not mean abandoning people at the first sign of conflict, but it does mean setting boundaries and sometimes making the tough decision to distance yourself from those who consistently drag you down. Gratitude is a powerful force for personal growth. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for, and each day the same way. This simple practice can dramatically shift your perspective and increase your overall happiness. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. The more you appreciate what you have, the more you will find to appreciate. This is perhaps the most crucial aspect of conquering yourself and rebuilding your life. Take 100% responsibility for everything in your life, your successes, your failures, your circumstances, own them all. This does not mean blaming yourself for things outside your control. It means acknowledging that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can always control your response. When you take radical responsibility, you take back your power. You move from being a victim of circumstances to being the author of your life. Paradoxically, one of the best ways to conquer yourself is to focus on serving others. When you shift your focus from your own problems to how you can help solve others' problems, you gain perspective. You realize that your challenges, while real, are often not as insurmountable as they seem. Moreover, serving others gives you a sense of purpose. It connects you to something larger than yourself. And in the process of helping others, you often find solutions to your own challenges. Remember to celebrate your progress. Too often we focus so much on where we want to go that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Take time regularly to reflect on your growth. Compare yourself not to others, but to who you were yesterday, last month, last year. Celebration is not just about feeling good. It reinforces positive behaviors and motivates you to keep pushing forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every great achievement in history was preceded by numerous failures. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." When you embrace failure as a learning opportunity, you remove its power to discourage you. Instead, it becomes a valuable tool in your journey of self-improvement. Analyze your failures. What went wrong? What could you do differently next time? This reflective practice turns failures into stepping stones toward success. Just as companies have mission statements to guide their decisions and actions, you should have a personal mission statement. This is a concise expression of your purpose in life, your core values, and what you want to achieve. Your mission statement acts as a North Star, helping you stay on course when life gets chaotic or when you are faced with difficult decisions. It's a powerful tool for conquering yourself because it gives you a clear reference point for your choices and actions. Time is your most valuable resource. Learning to manage it effectively is crucial in your journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. Use tools like calendars, to-do lists, and time-blocking techniques to ensure you're spending your time on activities that align with your goals and values. Remember, time management is not about squeezing more tasks into your day. It's about allocating your time intentionally, ensuring that your most important priorities get the attention they deserve. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others, is a crucial skill in conquering yourself. It allows you to navigate social situations more effectively, build stronger relationships, and make better decisions. Develop self-awareness by regularly checking in with your emotions. Practice empathy by trying to understand others' perspectives. Learn to manage your emotional reactions, especially in stressful situations. These skills will serve you well in all areas of your life. Change is the only constant in life, yet many of us resist it, clinging to the familiar even when it no longer serves us. Conquering yourself means embracing change, seeing it as an opportunity rather than a threat. Develop a mindset that welcomes change. Be willing to let go of old habits, beliefs, and ways of doing things that no longer work for you. Remember, the caterpillar must let go of its old form to become a butterfly. In the pursuit of your goals, don't neglect self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is not selfish. It's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. Make time for activities that rejuvenate you. This could be exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or simply getting enough sleep. Remember, self-care is not a luxury. It's a crucial part of maintaining the energy and resilience you need to conquer yourself and rebuild your life. It's often difficult to see our own blind spots. That's why seeking feedback from others is so important. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues for honest feedback about your strengths and areas for improvement. Receiving feedback can be uncomfortable, but it's a powerful tool for growth. It gives you insights you might not gain on your own and helps you identify areas where you need to focus your efforts in conquering yourself. The mind is a powerful tool. What you consistently imagine, you tend to move towards. Spend time each day visualizing yourself as the person you want to become. See yourself conquering your challenges, achieving your goals, living your ideal life. This is not mere daydreaming. Visualization, when done consistently and vividly, programs your subconscious mind and motivates you to take actions aligned with your vision. Holding on to grudges and resentment only weighs you down. Learn to forgive, not for the other person's sake, but for your own. This includes forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful actions or forgetting what happened. It means choosing to let go of the negative emotions associated with the event, freeing yourself to move forward. A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as the path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Cultivating a growth mindset is crucial in your journey of self-conquest and rebuilding. It allows you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your abilities. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment, is a powerful tool for self-conquest. It helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. It could be through formal meditation practice or simply by bringing full attention to routine activities like eating or walking. Learning to set healthy boundaries is an essential part of conquering yourself and rebuilding your life. It's about understanding your limits, emotional, mental, and physical, and communicating them clearly to others. When you set boundaries, you are essentially telling the world, this is what I am comfortable with, and this is what I am not. It's a declaration of self-respect and an acknowledgement of your own worth. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear disappointing others or coming across as selfish. But here's the truth. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's self-care. It's about preserving your energy and protecting your peace so that you can show up as your best self in all areas of your life. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel drained, resentful, or taken advantage of. These are often signs that you need to establish or reinforce boundaries. Maybe you are always saying yes to extra work projects even when you are already overwhelmed. Perhaps you have a friend who constantly dumps their problems on you without reciprocating the support. Or maybe you have family members who disrespect your time by showing up unannounced. Once you have identified where you need boundaries, the next step is to communicate them clearly and consistently. This does not mean being aggressive or confrontational. You can be firm and kind at the same time. Use I statements to express your needs. For example, instead of saying you are always late and it's disrespectful, you might say, I value punctuality and feel frustrated when I'm kept waiting. In the future, I'll wait for 15 minutes, after which I'll need to leave. Remember, setting boundaries is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires patience and persistence. People who are used to you not having boundaries might push back at first. Stay firm. Over time, they will learn to respect your limits, and you will find yourself feeling more in control and less resentful. As you work on setting boundaries, you will likely encounter internal resistance. That voice in your head might say, but what if they get angry? Or maybe I am being too sensitive. This is where self-conquest comes into play. You need to stand firm in your conviction that your needs and feelings are valid. You deserve respect, and it's okay to ask for it. Setting boundaries also involves learning to say no. Many of us have been conditioned to be people pleasers, always saying yes even when it comes at a cost to our own well-being. But here's a powerful truth. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. When you say yes to staying late at work, you might be saying no to quality time with your family. When you say yes to a social engagement you are not excited about, you are saying no to some much-needed rest and relaxation. Learning to say no does not make you a bad person. It makes you a person who values their time and energy. It's about being selective about where you invest yourself. When you say no to things that don't align with your values or goals, You are saying yes to the things that truly matter to you. As you practice setting boundaries and saying no, you will likely find that your relationships improve. Authentic relationships thrive on mutual respect and clear communication. When you are honest about your limits and needs, you create space for more genuine connections. You will attract people who respect your boundaries and who are clear about their own. Setting boundaries is not just about your interactions with others. It's also about the boundaries you set for yourself. This could mean setting a cutoff time for work emails, limiting your social media usage, or committing to a certain amount of sleep each night. These self-imposed boundaries help you maintain balance and prevent burnout. One powerful self-boundary to consider is a digital detox, a period where you disconnect from technology and reconnect with yourself and the physical world around you. This could be as simple as a no phones at the dinner table rule, or as extensive as a weekend without any screens. These boundaries with technology can help you regain focus, reduce stress, and improve your overall well-being. Another important aspect of setting boundaries is learning to respect others' boundaries. Just as you want your limits to be respected, it's crucial to honor the boundaries set by others. This mutual respect fosters healthier, more balanced relationships. Remember that setting boundaries is a form of self-love. It's about honoring your worth and teaching others how to treat you. It's about creating space in your life for the things that truly matter to you. When you set clear boundaries, you are not just changing your external circumstances. You are changing your internal landscape. You are telling yourself that you matter, that your needs are important, and that you are worthy of respect. This shift in self-perception can be transformative. With each boundary you set and maintain, you are rebuilding yourself into a stronger, more authentic version of you. You are creating a life that aligns with your values and supports your well-being. You are conquering the part of yourself that would sacrifice your peace to please others or avoid conflict. Remember, the goal is not to build walls, but to create healthy gates. Boundaries aren't meant to shut people out, but to teach them how to respectfully enter your life. They are not about limiting love, but about defining how you want to be loved. As you practice setting and maintaining boundaries, you will likely find that you have more energy, less stress, and a greater sense of control over your life. You will be better equipped to pursue your goals and dreams because you are no longer depleting your resources on things that don't serve you. In essence, setting boundaries is a crucial step in the process of conquering yourself and rebuilding your life. It's about taking ownership of your life, your time, and your energy. It's about having the courage to define what's acceptable to you and what's not. And most importantly, it's about creating a life that reflects your true self, a life where you can thrive, not just survive.